the fact that the 49ers have played from ahead most of Purdy's tenure, that's good.
Yeah. And Philly is showing you, Steiny, that, I mean, again, just yesterday's game, 3 of 11 for Hurts for 33 yards at half. You wonder if you do that against the Niners, how are you down more than, 10 points or whatnot, but we'll see. And again, Kyle's first 15, they're spectacular, but the goal is not to get behind. And I'm not going to call Brock Purdy a system quarterback. I just know this thing is high octane, and they're going to go out Sunday and try to get a lead. So if that's what you do and that's what you hang your hat on, I'm not going to beat you up because you can't do it when you get behind.
The one thing about Thursday's game, Purdy threw for 210, 21 for 30, 1 pick, 1 touchdown. And, I'm looking at these numbers, and this is kind of, again, where I'm at with Purdy. And where I'm at with Purdy is he's a good quarterback.
Yeah.
Brock Purdy has the highest completion percentage of any starting quarterback in the NFL, 70%.
Man.
He's got 19 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. That's really good.
Yep.
He's number 1 in yards per attempt, and he's a top 8 in total yards passing. It's like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
He's why isn't he as good as Prescott? Why isn't he as good as Hurts? Why isn't he as good as Lamar Jackson? Why isn't he Josh Allen? Talked about like Josh Allen. He's played more than one whole full season. So, I mean, this is a 49ers quarterback. It's going to be their quarterback unless he gets hurt. And as far as my way of thinking, is he really any less proven just because he's only played 20 games than some of these other guys?
Well, he's played 3 playoff games, and I'll tell you what, because you already said it, all these games are important, Steiny, but he's about to enter the next sector of his second postseason. So if he goes in and balls out there, I won't say legend, his just reputation grows. And if they keep winning and he's in the Super Bowl, I think we're just like an exit on the freeway. We're gradually blowing past that to where nobody's going to be able to say this dude's he's young. We don't know. I mean, do we know? Because I feel like I know, but man, here we go. It's about to be postseason, and he has a chance to slay the dragon. And he's going to be up there with those top-tier quarterbacks. And guys like Lamar and Dak Prescott, I can say this, Steiny, off the rip, they've never played an NFC championship game, a title game. Brock Purdy has that on his ledger already in year 1 on the fly.
Right.
I just can't wait.
The one thing about Brock Purdy that I was thinking in terms of the game coming Sunday, and 49er fans aren't going to like to hear this, but it's the truth. It's the truth. The game is bigger to the 49ers.
There's no doubt. They're chasing the Eagles.
So the Eagles, whether you like it or not, have a game to play with. And I'll even go to Evan, who last week said,
what'd he say?
I got the 49ers winning on Sunday. He has the Niners winning on Sunday.
But what I would say to Evan before he comes on is, that's not even going out on the ledge. Not that you were trying to do that, because I really feel the same way. But Vegas is saying that. That's why I'm shocked. And Steiny, that schedule, I feel it. But
what do you think? Why do you think? Why do you think the Eagles are not favored at home against the Niners?
I think that they've watched how Philly has won these games. They saw Buffalo. They saw Dak Prescott could not carve up the Eagles like they can be had. And I think that has more to do with it, Evan,
but than
Niners. just the Eagles schedule.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's for a multitude of reasons, but this is a great spot for the Niners, number one, because it means like this game means more to them than to Philly.
Well, that's the go ahead.
And I also, I felt like this a couple weeks ago too. I also think the Niners are geared to, if there is one team that is geared to beat Philly,
man,
I think it is the Niners, because they can throw it, they can run it. Their defense has been playing much better.
Man.
And I think also the 49ers are playing their best football. I don't know if the Eagles are playing their best football yet, but like they're a team that's demonstrated the most resiliency of any team in football, but I like the Niners in this spot.
I think that's probably part of it, too, is the game means more to the 49ers than it does to Philly. I mean,
that's a fact.
The bottom line is Philadelphia has put themselves in a position where they don't have to win this game.
I know the Niners hate that. You're right.
They don't.
You're right.
They don't.
You can hang loss number 2 if you're the Niners on Philly, and you still don't have the number 1 seed.
Philly's got to win 1 out of the next 2. Is what they gotta do. Vic says Philly's peaking early, and they won't even make it to the NFC title game. No, we've seen that.
Well, we don't know if they're peaking,
happen.
though, Steiny, because they haven't put,
I think it's funny that they're 10-1, dude.
Yeah. They're
pretty good.
Yeah, no doubt.
And we're gonna say what? That they're not. They got a lot of close games.
I'm sure Sirianni, if he was sitting next to us, he would say, "You know what? We haven't played our complete game."
Who would? What coach would say we've played our complete game of football right now?
Well, Stein,
like nobody.
Okay, so if I would have called you last Monday because I wasn't here Tuesday, they were down 10.
Who?
Against the Chiefs.
I don't do it like that, Goo. I see that they're 10-1. I would assume that if they're 10-1, they won a lot of close games.
Then why are they not favored at home?
I don't know.
Well, I'm not mad at you.
I told you why I think they were. Look, I mean, the 49ers are on a long week. The Eagles are coming off a Sunday night game. I don't know why they're favored.
Well, let me help you. I think it's because they're good. It's more about the Niners than Philly. The Niners are legit, and they had their spell, the 3-game losing streak, the injuries. I think as a whole, people are looking at the Niners like this is a machine.
I know, and I don't understand why they would look at the Niners as a machine, but not the Eagles as a machine. I mean, do you really think you're going to blow out Miami, blow out Washington, blow out the Cowboys, the Chiefs, and the Bills? The fact that they haven't lost any of those games, and they're in the middle of this has got to be the toughest stretch that any team has
I'm gonna give them
all
credit
season
for that.
in the NFL.
I'm going to give them credit for that.
So they win 1 out of the next 2, and they go 4-1 on this 5-game brutal stretch. Then they got 3 easy ones at the end. Let's go to Leroy. Leroy's in Oakland. What's up, Leroy?
Hey, what's up, Steiny Guru?
Hey.
Welcome back. I hope your Thanksgiving was great.
You
guys.
too, buddy.
Great win by the 49ers. You guys know I'm a lifelong 49er fan, and Steiny and Guru, me and you got history. And some months ago, I was saying that the 49ers were an inside pass rush away from going from a great team to an elite team. And how it happened was great. So I have to tip my hat to Kyle Shanahan for making a couple of adjustments. And one was bringing in Chase Young, because now the pass rush on the outside is so massive that quarterbacks and running backs are just coming to the middle. And now Armstead and Hargrove can eat. And then with the way that Shanahan has adjusted the plays and have catered plays to Brock Purdy's skill set. I remember before he was having them throw these kind of tight window Garoppolo type throws. Now he's playing to Purdy's skill set, where Purdy likes to put it on receivers' hands while they in stride and can have rack yards. So I have to tip my hat to Kyle Shanahan. And then one more thing, guys. I'm looking at the Niners, and I'm looking at Philly, and I think that game, I have said this to you guys before too, it's going to come down to special teams. It's going to come down to special teams play. And right now, the 49ers are something like ranked 13th in special teams, and Philly is ranked 22nd. So there's your score, 22-13 San Francisco.
Look at Lee.
Yeah, it ain't coming down to special.
Leroy you don't know that.
He doesn't either.
Well, you got to give him E for effort.
Why? It's coming down to the Philadelphia Eagles pass rush. If they can't get any pressure on Purdy, they're going to get beat.
Well, they got to stop McCaffrey.
Well,
they got to stop the run first.
You could say it came down to special teams yesterday at the end. Jake Elliott had to make a 59-yard field goal.
In the rain. Give him credit.
Yeah,
he kicked that SOB.
Yeah, I don't really consider field goal special teams. That's more the kicker.
Who plays on which unit?
Yeah, no, I'm not going to win this argument, clearly. So I'm not even going to engage you because I can see that you're looking at chops. I'm just saying, if a guy, so if Elliott misses a 59-yarder, then the special team stunk. No, it just means he missed a 59-yarder.